Welcome to BIV Today, the daily business show from the newsroom at Business in Vancouver. I'm Hayley Woodin. Like baking, playing chess, even learning a language, gardening is something that has gained in popularity throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. My guest today is Aaron Sachs. He's the president of West Coast Seeds based in Delta. Aaron, great to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Haley.
I know you have a special initiative ongoing right now that is related to Dr. Bonnie Henry. We will get to that. But first, I want to ask you, how has your business fared as a result of the pandemic? What has demand been like?
Yeah, demand's been crazy. As you said in your intro, demand for our product has been crazy. People are stuck at home and looking for something to do, especially outside. And so during like March of last year, sales started to increase. And then throughout the year and into this new growing season, it's been wild.
And is it mostly people who have never experimented, they don't have a green thumb, they're coming to you and they're saying, look, this is something I want to try, or is it a mix of people coming?
Yeah, we get a mix of both. I mean, we had been picking up momentum prior to COVID in gardening, but lately it's been a lot of new gardeners, which is awesome to see. And it's not just gardeners at their homes, it's gardeners in condos. They have like grow light gardens or arrow gardens, and they're growing just a little bit of seeds. So we're selling to a variety of different consumers, and it's great to see, people making their own food from seed and embracing the therapeutic aspects of gardening and getting outside. And we've seen a lot of growth in our pollinator products, which is great to see in supporting our pollinators. Very important for the overall greater world.
Absolutely. I'm curious, what has this meant for your business? Have you had to expand? How are you keeping up with increased demand?
It's put a lot of stress on the business. That's why I'm wearing a hat. I think I'm losing all my hair in the span of a year. But no, it's been exciting, and it's been a huge team effort. Our team has really risen to the occasion. Luckily, we have a great team. We've expanded our warehouse, so we had one warehouse previously, and now we have a second one, which has doubled our space. And we've done a lot of variety of other things, including increasing our capacity of actual seeds. We've purchased a significant amount more in order to keep up with demand. And we've done a lot of other things on the technology side in order to support this increase. So we've added some new projects and new tools to our growing repertoire of digital tools.
That's a good point you raised. Generally speaking, how digitally connected was your industry pre-COVID? For example, how easy would it have been for somebody to buy seeds or plants online?
Yeah, we actually were pretty good, but it's more of the back end stuff that we've really had to improve, and keeping up with the likes of Amazon and delivering. Next day we're definitely not there right now as a result of this major increase, but we feel like we were getting into a good place prior to COVID-19. But yeah, overall, it's pretty easy to buy seeds online because it is a small product. And luckily for us, gardening is an essential service. So a lot of the garden centers that we sell to also stayed open throughout COVID. And in particular here in BC, they were open. They haven't closed yet, as far as I know. So it's been a little more challenging selling into places like Ontario and even into Alberta, but still seeing a lot of demand there, and our wholesale business has been really strong.
You mentioned that before COVID, you were seeing some demand increase. What are you kind of expecting this year as things hopefully near the end of the year start to return to normal? Do you still expect people to be as interested in gardening as they are now?
I mean, I wish I had a crystal ball to know. I hope so. I think it's really good for the environment. I think it's really good for people. I think there's a lot of people looking at their mental health and thinking about ways that they can, get outside and do something positive and make their own food. There's a big push to local food and more healthy food. So, and supporting our pollinators. So we hope so. We think so. People have invested in tools to support their gardens, whether it's outdoors or indoors. And so we'd hate to see those go to waste. there may be a little dip in demand in comparison to what we're at right now, but we hope to see it continue to rise, to be honest. And we're going to do everything we can to support people growing.
I like the way you put that. And like you said before, it is such a healthy hobby, healthy for ourselves. It's therapeutic, but it's also better for the broader environment as well. I mentioned off the top that you have a special initiative ongoing now that features our provincial health officer. Tell me about that and the story behind it.
Yeah, it's a really cool project. We reached out to Dr. Henry when we realized that she was doing such a good job of maintaining our province's health as it related to the pandemic. And my grandmother-in-law came up with the idea, and we just emailed Dr. Henry. We found her email online, and she responded to us. Her team responded to us within a matter of hours, and that's how the project kicked off. So we had suggested to do a pollinator blend because we know she loves bees. She wears a bee pendant, and then we made a play on be kind, be calm, be safe with BEE. And we thought maybe we'd sell 5,000 packets and make upwards to $25,000 for the food banks. That was the goal for the year. And we reached that within, I think, 2 days. So we had to rebuy our product, rebuy our packets. I changed our whole marketing plan. And right now we're sitting at $150,000 to Food Banks Canada. And our new target is $250,000. So, we were pretty shocked when it was all happening in November. People don't typically buy seeds in November, and it ended up being great timing because we heard a lot of people buying these products for their like Christmas presents and holiday presents. So that ended up working out really well. And now, as growing season starts, we're hoping to paint the province and the country in cosmos.
I love that. $150,000. That is an impressive target. How many packages of seeds is that?
Yeah, it's about 22,000, just over that. And so we're selling them online, and we're selling them to our garden centers. And our garden centers have been super supportive. They don't want a discount. They want to pay full pop so that the 100% of the proceeds can go to Food Banks Canada. So yeah, 150,000 for us is pretty exciting, and we hope to continue that. 250,000 would be an amazing mark.
You mentioned it's Cosmos. So tell me a bit about the makeup of the pollinator blend. And did Dr. Henry have any input into that?
Yeah, she had said like pollinators would be very good, and we came up with the blend. She was with us every step of the way in regards to the way that the product looked, like the packaging and what went in the product, what went into the mix. So we tried to pick colors that were similar to kind of her unique style. I think that's why people really have taken to her, and so, or one of the many reasons why people have taken to her. And so we tried to, kind of work within that guideline. So there's a variety of different colors in the blend.
And there are, as we both know, so many charities out there, so many people and various causes in need. Why did you choose to support food banks?
Yeah, you should ask Dr. Henry. I mean, it was her suggestion, and no, we're fully supportive of that. I mean, we support food by growing food. So we already work with Food Banks Canada and BC Food Banks to be able to donate some of the food that we have at our facility on our farm. But also, it's just an amazing thing to be able to do in a time of need when so many people are struggling with their finances and being able to get them food. I think right now, per Food Banks Canada, it's about 250,000 meals that we've been able to support with the $150,000. So to me, that's an incredible feat, and it's something that I'd love to thank our customers for as well. I mean, without our customers, we would never have been able to raise these funds. So thank you so much.
Yeah, that those funds go a really long way, and hopefully very soon you'll be at your $200,000 target. I know you mentioned you can buy some of these packages in store and online. Just more specifically, here's your chance for a plug. Where can people go to learn more?
Yeah, go to westcoastseeds.com, and it's on our opening slider. But then you can also go to pretty much any garden center in BC, and a lot of garden centers outside of BC for that matter, to be able to buy these products. So you can check our store locator on our website, and we'll be able to get you the products to your door. always have a look at our social. We're always posting about it. So
Excellent. Well, Aaron, thank you for the work that you're doing with this initiative, and thank you so much for coming on our show.
thanks for having me, Hayley. Really appreciate it.
That's Aaron Sachs. He's the president of West Coast Seeds. You can visit their website if you want to know more about this special pollinator blend featuring Dr. Bonnie Henry. I'm Hayley Woodin. This has been BIB Today. Thanks so much for joining us. Our show will be back with a new episode tomorrow.